Welcome back, guys. Let's continue our Starfield playthrough. So in the previous part we managed to get our first alien power. what was it called? The anti-gravity field. We're for sure going to try it on some new enemies, but before that I forgot to put some skill points because we obtained 2 of them. First of all, I was thinking about upgrading my piloting because it increases ship turning rate and maneuverability. I think that will provide with a better control for our ship. More interesting gameplay it should be providing. And also the ballistic skill I'm going to increase to rank 3 for the 30% more damage in total. So while doing that, the next challenge will be to kill 100 enemies with the ballistic weapons, and for the piloting, destroy 15 ships. The next upgrade I think should be the shield systems, because it will provide 20% increase in shield capacity, and our ship has very weak shields. So the next skill point will be going into shields, and later we'll be upgrading the boost pack. So this is the route for now. Next thing, I think I will pause all that money can buy main quest. I'm not going to start it yet. And I was reading on the internet that the Mantis quest that we have access to provides some cool gear and a ship, I think, if we complete it. So this will be our next priority to do. Go to the secret outpost at Danabola 1B. So I think we started this quest by finding a notepad on some dead pirate from like part 2 or 3 of our playthrough. Okay, what's next? Let's do a quick save, and I was thinking about talking with these guys if they have anything new to say. So Vlad, anything?
Oh, sorry. Was doing the tally's work in my head. Inventory on the station, next supply run.
Okay, so powers. Pretty neat, right?
Stretches the mind to the far ends. Not sure neat is the word. Hard stopping might be closer to the mark.
Okay, I'm just making light of the situation.
Won't put the fault to you there. When you're outside all-known understanding of how things work, best to keep smiling. Anyway, we'll be with you as we all figure what this means. Artifacts sure keep being a showboat of surprises.
Okay.
Show the words another time then.
I know everyone's excited by... As much as I love uncovering new questions, I wouldn't mind a few answers now and then.
Those scans you ran, do they say I'm okay?
Before I say anything, I need to clarify that I have no formal medical training. So with that in mind, I think so. I know I said the scans weren't normal, but I would differentiate that from dangerous or concerning. I plan on keeping an eye on you, but you seem to have adapted to the changes. You're feeling okay, right?
I think so. Should I let you know if I start growing an extra limb?
I'm not a doctor, but I do have eyes. I think I'd notice. I have no reason to expect anything that drastic will happen, but we are in uncharted waters here, so I guess you'd just be extra handy to have around.
Sure. What if I start to feel different?
Then, depending on what different means, we do some more scans, talk it over with the group, and make a decision. But let's not get ahead of ourselves.
I feel like I could take on the entire galaxy.
Okay, well, if I were a doctor, I would absolutely advise against that, for a variety of reasons. But I'll take it as a positive sign for now. For now, just relax. We're all behind you, and we'll take care of you if we need to. And if you wake up in the middle of the night to find me standing over you, taking scans or drawing blood, just take it in stride. I'm kidding, I wouldn't do that. Probably. Stay safe, okay?
Bet you never expected to end up involved in something like this.
Okay,
I
have
feel
anything
like
to
I've
say?
been waiting my whole life for this. Constellation, the artifacts. That doesn't sound crazy, does it?
I've been thinking about that temple I found.
You and me both. The implications are staggering. Obviously, we don't know anything for certain, at least not yet, but there sure seems to be a connection between these temples and the artifacts. So it would follow that someone or something built them. Both the temples and the artifacts. That alone is huge, isn't it?
Which one of us wants to say aliens?
You said it, not me. I'll concede it's a possibility, but it's only 1 in a million. As much as we'd like to, we can't jump to conclusions just yet.
This is a huge discovery.
That might end up being the understatement of all time. But really, we can't get ahead of ourselves. We just need to focus on our next steps. More research, documenting our findings, and not jumping to conclusions, no matter how enticing that might be.
Okay.
Take care of yourself.
Alright. I don't really want to talk with Walter Strode because he's the character that we need to talk for the main mission, so I don't want to start it. The other thing, just before recording, Noelle came to me and she gave me this note, a note from Mom. So, dearest David, I was going through our storage unit the other day and I came across something that made me think of you. I know you're important and you're busy, but I really love if you visited. Miss you. So I think we'll go to visit our parents and see what they found in the storage. After that, I think I'll tell you later. So I'll cut the traveling and I'll see you near their apartment. Right, we're back to our parents' apartment. Let's go talk with them. Let's see what they have for us. Your mom?
I was just thinking of you. You never knew your gran, but she's about the only one like you in my whole family tree. Left home at an early age. Well, ran away, really. Became a UC Marine, if you can believe it.
Okay, I don't think you ever talked about her.
Really? Well, I suppose it's ancient history. I only met Grandma a few times. Oh, she was fierce. I swear, her eyes almost glowed. Every time I saw her, she'd drill me on math. If I got her questions correct, she'd give me a treat. Once, I got them all right and answered her bonus question, and she smiled. The only time I ever saw her do that. Most formidable woman I have ever met.
If there's a point there, is it time to make it? Oh no, I'm not going to be rude. I think I would have liked her.
I don't know why, but I really think you would. Well, I was going through storage, and I found her old armor. I think she'd like you to have it. You have that same thing. You're forging your own path, not just letting life toss you this way and that.
I don't know what to say. Thanks.
You deserve it, sweetie. Oh, enough of this. I don't want to make a scene. You need anything, sweetie?
Okay, Grand space helmet and space
Talking
suit.
with
Let's see.
you, Flumme.
Let's see what did he gave me. Grand space suit. Okay, stats are not great, but at least it looks pretty cool. You see security, I think. Okay, and the helmet. Space helmet. Okay, only the energy is a little bit better than what I have. We'll be selling these.
Co.
Do they have anything else?
I
Nope.
missed you so
The
much.
dad?
darling.
That Aquila City bank robbery story on SSNN. That was you, right?
Of course it was. Oh, I was so proud. My child on the news.
I nearly dropped my drink. You were dealing with bank robbers?
I was touch and go, but I managed to talk them down. It
You
was.
always did have a silver tongue.
As soon as I saw that story, I talked with Linda. You know Mrs. Ming across the hall, and she didn't believe me.
I swear our friends think we're making you up. I almost want you to show up in your finest Constellation outfit at poker night, just so I can show them.
I'm glad my success is giving you bragging rights.
That's the real currency of parents. and grandparents everywhere. But next time, let us know you got a story coming on.
Might save your dad from having a heart attack.
Okay, nothing else?
You came. How are you doing? You eating well out there? It's easy just to survive off, well, garbage when you're shipbound all the time.
Nothing like your famous nachos, Dad, but I get by.
Well, I do what I can. You remember Grandpa's restaurant? Last time you were there, you must have been 5, 8. Some of the best food in the galaxy. Service with a grunt and a glare, I always said. But Dad's food kept them coming back.
I don't think I ever saw Grandpa smile.
He always said, smiling wastes energy. Your grandfather taught me what I know of cooking. He didn't want me to go to uni. I was the only one interested in the restaurant. But when he got on in the years, he trusted me with something sacred. His meatloaf recipe.
Meatloaf. Why was Grandpa always so well crazy about that recipe?
That meatloaf recipe funded 2 houses, my college tuition, and a heap of weddings. He won the all-colony cook-off 3 years in a row. Never been done then or since. He guarded that recipe like his life depended on it. The security system in his office was worth more than the whole apartment combined.
Okay, please tell me you're making a meatloaf tonight.
No, I'm not. Something better. I don't know if anything I taught you about cooking stuck, but I figure it's time to pass the torch. But you gotta promise not to share Grandpa's meatloaf recipe with anyone. It stays in the family. I swear Dad's ghost would come back and strike me dead if you did that.
I solemnly promise to guard that secret with my life. Sure.
See that you do. Any meat will do. If it's dry, extra tomatoes. They'll moisten it up if you do it right. Sorry, a bit of a moment here. So, you want to talk about anything?
Nothing.
I've been reading. It's good
So,
stuff.
where's the recipe?
It's about
I was hoping he
I've spent
would give
my
me
whole life in a book.
a real recipe or something. Okay, the next thing. Let's see. I'll go back to our ship, and I'll tell you there. Okay, we're back to our ship, and while I was walking to this place, Andreja said that she wanted to talk with me.
Here,
Let's
I
see.
have something for you.
Okay, really? That's nice of you.
Yes, well, it seemed like a good idea. I saw it earlier and thought you might like it. Or find it useful. Or, well, whatever.
Thank you for thinking of me.
Of course. We are partners, are we not? I will keep an eye out in the future. And if I see something, I might hold on to it for you.
Ooh, almost 500 credits.
We have not
Thanks.
yet had a moment to talk about what happened to you at that place. Temple? I am not sure what to call it. In all my time amongst the stars, I have never heard of such a thing. What do you think that place was?
The whole thing made me uncomfortable from the jump. Sure didn't look like any culture I've ever seen or heard of. If you're looking for answers, you're asking the wrong person. It was beautiful. I never imagined such a place.
Then it seems fitting that you were the one to discover it. Certainly it is too soon to speculate about who built it, but how can we not? After what you experienced, do you have any insights?
Let's see. There's no way humans were responsible for that.
It is hard to argue, but the implications... I am sorry. After what you have been through, I should be asking about you. Are you all right? Have you felt any side effects?
You think there will be side effects?
How can any of us know what will happen? This is the definition of unprecedented, is it not?
You mean besides the fantastic new power I have? No, I'm good.
Yes, I meant apart from that. I am still trying to comprehend that on its own. The artifacts, that temple, this new ability you have acquired, clearly they are all connected. This is all so much bigger than we realized.
This is exactly what Constellation is for, and I'm thrilled to be a part of it.
You are right. Now we have even greater reason to press forward, to learn more about what is at work here.
Okay,
Yes?
anything
You
else?
do not need to ask me if you may.
Nope.
Right.
Okay, the other thing I was about to do, I'm not going back to moon base for the upgrades of the ship, but I was going to do them in here.
For heat leeches every couple
Okay.
landings. Okay, no problem.
Let's go to the modify option, and we're going to ship builder, and I'm going to upgrade my engines because they are not the latest models that we can have. I just took whatever I could with the money I had at the moment. Now I have 37,000 more, so we're going to sell these 4 engines, and we're going to put the better versions of them. So before the option was White Dwarf 2000 engine, and we're going to 2010 option for 6000. You see, it upgrades the engine thrust and maneuverability. Okay, so one on the left side, one on the right side, and then the White Dwarf engine. I had the 1010, we're going for 1020 engine. Okay, and one here. Good. So our mobility is 84, massing improved a little bit, everything else is fine. So 20,000 for these upgrades. Okay, I'm done. Okay, let's see. Okay, now we have some activities we need to talk with our crewmates. They should be all in our ship. Let's see. The crew. Also, I changed up my crew just before recording. So Barrett improves. So all the characters that have these white squares on the skills, these white squares improve our ship. So Barrett improves the starship engineering and the particle beams. These are both good options for us. The white options are the skills they individually use for themselves, so I don't really care about these. Samco improves piloting and the payloads. So payloads are the cargo of the ship. He improves the capacity. Sarah improves the astrodynamics, so it's a graph jump distance. And Vasco improves a neutronic fusion. I'm not sure about this, but I know the shield system, it improves the shield capacity. So I was about to put Andreja in our ship, but she doesn't improve anything that I have now. So I'll put her in the ship when I'll have more crew space inside of it. So let's find
Hello, Captain.
our other crewmates to talk with.
Always a satisfying
Let's
moment
see.
to return
Okay.
to your ship.
Sarah, do you have anything to tell me?
Now that we have a moment, I wanted to ask how you're feeling. After your experience at the temple, you've given everyone at the lodge quite a scare.
Why are you suddenly so concerned about how I'm feeling?
Why am I concerned? Let's think for a moment. Ah, yes. It isn't exactly an everyday occurrence to stumble across a mysterious temple and absorb some type of strange alien energy from within.
I don't feel any different than I felt before I discovered the place.
I find that to be rather surprising. According to what I've heard, your body absorbed an almost unquantifiable amount of energy of a type we can't even begin to understand. We're dealing with something unknown to modern science. Who knows how this encounter has affected your body or your mind?
Is the energy dangerous?
Although I don't know the exact nature of the energy you absorbed, I'm fairly certain it means you no harm. I don't have any scientific data to back that up, so you'll just have to trust my intuition. Don't worry, you'll be fine.
Take me to your leader, human.
I know you're simply trying to brush this off with humor, but you really should act more concerned. That temple proves we're dealing with entities of unknown origin. The problem is that we can't even begin to guess what their intention was towards us and where they've gone.
You think it was built by aliens?
It's a possibility I've considered, but I'm not 100% convinced. The only thing we can be certain of is that the technology we've encountered points to beings that live outside the settled systems.
I don't think malevolent beings would have granted me this new ability.
Perhaps. It's just that... Oh, I'm afraid that we're flying almost completely blind here. All we know for certain at this point is that whoever created the artifacts are the same beings that built the temple. Anything else is just guesswork. I might as well put on a blindfold and toss darts at theories written on the wall.
Constellation's never heard of these temples before.
As far as Constellation's concerned, you're the first human we're aware of that's ever encountered one of these places. Now, whether you consider that lucky or not, that's another matter entirely.
I would have thought this would be exciting for you.
Oh, believe me, this is positively exhilarating. Think about the significance of this research. The questions it raises alone are mind-boggling. Who was this wondrous structure built to accommodate? How long ago did these entities inhabit our universe? Are they still out there, somewhere?
The artifacts, the temple, this power, it's all a huge mystery to me.
Indeed, a mystery that I'm, well, hopefully both of us, are determined to solve. It's funny. I used to think the artifacts were the end-all be-all of scientific discovery, the pinnacle mystery of our time. Never in my wildest dreams did I imagine it would lead to something of this magnitude. I just hope that you'll come through this, whatever it is, unharmed.
Ooh, blood option. Been a while. And there I thought I was the subject of your wildest dreams.
Well, yeah. Yes, of course you are. I was speaking of the power you've acquired. This is all scientifically speaking, of course. Look, I've already taken up too much of your time. All I can do is promise that I'm not going to make you deal with this mystery alone. Whatever might be happening, I'll be right here to help you every step of the way.
Okay. So, have we
We should have a
exhausted
talk
all the...
when you have the time, of course.
Okay, she's...
Thanks for taking time to chat. I really need a friendly ear right about now. I received a message from Constellation, and it's given me a lot to think about.
Sure. If it's an emergency of some kind, we can head there right away.
No, it's nothing like that. It's just a list of requests. Things I would normally handle if I was there. But I'm not. I'm out here instead with you.
Are you receiving these messages often?
No, it's the first time. But the fact that they're reaching out, well, it's given me a lot to think about.
Are you upset that I'm keeping you away from the lodge?
You're not keeping me out here. I am. Just... Here, let me explain. Before I joined Constellation, I served for 8 years as the head of the Navigator Corps, until the UC decided to axe the department.
What does this have to do with the message from the lodge?
If you want to help, I feel like I need to give you some background. Just bear with me.
What exactly was the Navigator Corps?
It was a branch of the United Colonies Navy, a small fleet of ships outfitted for galactic exploration. Basically, a military version of Constellation.
Okay. Government cuts take their toll on everyone.
Yeah, sure. Some more than others. You see, the top brass demanded press-worthy discoveries to justify the spending, and money was tight after the war. Shutdown was inevitable. At the end of the day, I was in charge, so the blame obviously fell on my shoulders.
Which war are you talking about?
Seriously? The Colony War, of course. You know, that little incident that caused the death of thousands of decent men and women as they squabbled over border disputes. That war.
It's ridiculous to accept all of that blame.
Oh, like hell I can't. You once told me that you favored the journey over the destination. So I'm hoping you'll understand what I'm trying to say. I failed because I was more concerned about exploring the stars than pushing a pencil. If I had fought harder, I'm convinced our division may have had a chance to prove its value.
Your division never had a single significant discovery?
That depends on your definition of significant. Discover a rare neutron star, and no one cares. But slap a picture of a kooky alien life form on SSNN, and suddenly you're a goddamn rock star. It's all about the propaganda, what gets the people excited. That's what the United Colonies was focused on at the time.
Nonsense. No one would have pushed harder than you.
That's just it, though. Did I push too hard? Did they shut us down because I wasn't quietly sitting at my desk approving meaningless memos? We'll never know.
At least Constellation has been a great success.
Well, that brings us to this message now, doesn't it? Call it whatever you want. My drive, my initiative, my optimism. It's been my greatest strength and my worst nightmare. It elevates me to these positions of authority, but all I want to do is explore, not sit and make sure all the accounts are balanced.
You're afraid that your absence will cause Constellation to collapse?
Yes, exactly. If it's obvious to you, imagine how obvious it is to someone like Barrett or Mateo. Oh, they must be itching to replace me by now. God damn it.
Don't worry, Sarah. We'll figure this out together.
Oh my god. I'm so sorry. Oh, here you are trying to help me and I'm yelling at you. You have to understand. Once Aja retired, I lost the only person that gave a damn.
Another flirt option. I'll always be here for you, Sarah.
Look, it's clear that you have feelings for me. It's just... I've never had time for this sort of thing in my life. Please, it's not you. It's me. I'm just not ready to get that close. I can't. Not now. But thank you for being there and listening. It helped. It really did.
Okay. New activities. Let's see. Activity. Okay, we need to talk to Sam Coe, Barrett. I don't know why these activities that I already completed are here again. Use the hand scanner. I already did that. Complete a research. I think I did that too. Okay. So,
Can I help?
anything else you can say?
Fine by me.
Nope, nothing.
Maybe another time.
We'll try to get a romance with either Sarah or Andreja, if we can.
It's good to be out and about.
Your ship is way
Lives
bigger
get stuffy
than that.
sometimes.
Oh,
Talk to me.
Where to begin?
Your stomach or mine?
That temple? The hell was that? I've been from one end of the settle systems to the other more times than I could count. But I've never, and I mean never, encountered something like that. Who built it? Why? So many questions.
Do you think the temple is proof of sentient alien life?
Maybe? For centuries, we've been looking for something definitive that says we're not alone out here. I just can't see the UC, Freestar Collective, or House Varun building that thing. The temple. Or maybe it's just some crazy gazillionaire's party temple. The ultra-rich do some seriously crazy things. Somehow I doubt it.
I'm still stunned at what we discovered.
That's a good word for it. And what you can do? I am not a scientist, not in the least. But that ability, power, is just plain scientifically impossible.
Impossible or not, I can do it.
And there you have it. Well, forget about me, how are you? I mean, whatever happened, it could have deep physiological effects. I hope not mental. And even if everything's perfect, still, I can't imagine what's going through your head.
I have this powerful craving now for human brains. Kidding.
You. Same old you. The other Constellation members are gonna lose their minds once they hear about this. Assuming they even believe us.
Read any good books lately?
You know, the way you
Dad,
handle things...
have you ever tried Aurora?
No, my life is an
What
open
was it
book.
like?
Okay.
Bye. Man, the galaxy's too big to be stuck. So long.
Okay, let's talk with Barrett. Why are they all in this corridor? For some reason.
So, you gotta fill me in on what happened at the temple. What happened? What did you see?
Why so angry? You never found these things before, Barrett. Oh, great explorer.
I've seen a lot, but I'm just one person. There are more worlds out there than I could ever physically visit. Then what happened? I heard you did some stuff and then you changed.
I did not change, but my perception of the universe did.
Uh-huh. Hold up a second. You encountered advanced technology that altered your biology in a way that results in... In what? Superpowers?
Does it matter what we call them?
I could call it that weird thing that you do, but it does seem like a mouthful.
I've been calling it my power, but maybe it's more of a medical condition. I don't know.
Interesting. Maybe we should get someone to check you out, just in case. Anyway, thanks for filling me in on the temple and your power. I wonder if we can find any more traces of whoever built them. Just opens up a world of questions. It's so exciting.
Hello there.
Talk to me.
Anything else?
What's on your mind?
Nope.
Mm-hmm.
And the kid? Cora, anything to say?
Books.
What? Are you talking to me?
Yes,
That's an odd way to start a conversation.
I guess it is. Do you have more books, or can you buy me more books? With real pages, a spine, the whole package. My book allowance is all gone and Dad won't get me more. So, books?
Hey, don't let her con you out of more credits. Her book allowance damn near bankrupted me.
Dad, this is between us.
Give it. What sort of books are you into?
I like books about quantum theory and astrophysics. Or science. Or horses. Did you know that it wasn't until after the Industrial Revolution that horse speed was the maximum civilization speed for centuries? All of society was built upon horses. Imagine what they must have looked like for real. They look smelly, in a good way.
Give 50 credits, and this to the book, and then okay, give.
Oh, Dad, you've made the best friend ever.
Well, now you done it. Now you can get pestered about books nonstop.
Yeah, a small price to pay for my education. Now, the important question. Pizza. Favorite topping? And please don't say cheese. Dad loves boring old cheese.
Let's see. A good plain cheese pizza. I like meat. Whatever's handy.
Did you hear that, Dad? Meat! We have you outnumbered!
We could always get one of each.
No, you lose. I have decided that I will stay. You have the Cora stamp of approval. seem to have left my stamp back on Dad's ship. But imagine it there, on your arm. Cora approves.
I'm up for a little adventure.
Hi. Bye.
There was another.
A brief history of time.
What do you think of my
if you
new
find
power?
any edition, any at all, I will be your friend like forever.
Pretty neat, right?
I'll say. You ever heard of the Mantis, the famous bounty hunter? Some people say the Mantis has superpowers. I don't think that's true, though. They're just really tough and have a cool ship. If you had a cool ship, you'd be like the Mantis, only better. I bet you'd make a pretty great superhero.
I was about just to go do that Mantis quest. I'd make a pretty great supervillain too. I'm not sure. I just need a secret lair, and I'm all set.
The Lodge is kind of like a secret lair already, right? We're keeping these super secret artifacts here, right under everybody's noses. Does that mean you're already a superhero then? That's awesome!
Kind of, right? I even have a pretty cool ship.
Need
See you
something?
later.
Okay.
Yeah, what is it?
What else? What else? So Andreja talked to. Let's sleep for 1 hour.
Come on.
Let's see. Let's go do the Mantis quest. Let's go to the Denabola 1B.
There are worlds to conquer.
Let's do a hard save. And let's go. We're about to get some space villain or superhero adventure quest.
Time to greet the stars.
With our new engines, we're going to be pretty fast. And that skill point that I put into piloting. Let's see. Ooh.
Easy.
The controls are way smoother than they were before. We are way faster. Can even put more power into the engine. Okay. Let's see. Where is this destination? Okay. Denabola. Here we go. Okay, we haven't discovered this one yet. Let's see. To go to it, we first need to go to the volley. Let's jump to it. We need to chain these systems to get to it, to our destination. Oh, I need to power our grav drive. Forgot it.
Well, you didn't put us in good planet, so we must be in the right place.
Contraband, and you can be on your way.
Sure, do whatever.
Scan complete. Go ahead and land.
Might as well scan this planet. Let's see. Let's do a quick scan. Volley Alpha. It's the Neon City. I think this is the other main city. I have read about it. We're not going to it yet. We'll do when some quest requires us to go to it. We need to complete all the quests that we already have in our menu. Let's see. Now we need to go to the Lantana. One by one. I don't know if we put more power into the grav drive, it would spool up faster, but we won't be going any further. So if we want to jump really fast, put all the power into the grav drive.
Yes, we're here. Look at those beautiful stars.
Okay, let's scan the Lantana too. Lantana system. Industrial outpost and science outpost, okay. Cool looking star. Let's see. Now we can go to Denabola. Let's jump.
driver spinning down. Jump was smooth as butter.
Let's see. We need to scan the planet and go to the secret outpost. Okay, land.
Starting landing procedure.
Explore the lair of the Mantis. I wonder what we will find in here. Let's see. How's our boost going? 21. Okay. Get up. I'll replenish our sleep boost for the experience.
Any day you make it through is a victory.
I was beginning to wonder if you hibernate.
No, we don't.
Never grow weary of seeing places like this.
Secret outpost. Well, I already attacked. What's up with the countdown if you are already killing me? Ooh. Lots of explosions already. Okay. Keep missing. Alright. So what's up with these dudes? What faction are they? Spacer faction, okay. Let's see. Loot everything. I think they dropped Lawgiver. I'll try using it. I think I had one version of this weapon that I sold earlier. It had a scope before. Whatever this new weapon is too. Arc welder energy weapon. It's pretty heavy, but I'm not using energy weapons. Not on this character. I'm going to be full ballistic guy. Right. So it seems like this is some kind of what you call it, a landing, an entrance for a huge ship or something. Maybe a rocket base. Let's see. Another entrance. Some more loot. I'll take everything. Seems like there's the only entrance to this place through that passage. Everything else is blocked. Let's continue. So we haven't been in any planet with the snow thing. At least I don't remember. It's a breathable, or maybe not breathable atmosphere, I'm not sure. But it's a... wait. The planet should have information. Atmosphere weak, so it's not too great for survivability in here. Okay, let's see. We have a couple more dudes in here. Ooh. Dead. Damn, I kinda wish the scope was better. The reflex sight is really hard to see through. Keep missing. Okay, I need to get a little bit closer if I want to use this weapon.
Always worth checking. Never know what you might find in that pocket.
Okay. Kind of want to use this weapon more. Faster fire rate is a lot better. More stuff. We'll look into it a little bit later. If we can equip anything. Wasn't there more dudes? It sounded like there was more. Okay. So, nothing else in here. Oh, I came from here. Never mind. Looks like we need to enter this building. The lair of the Mantis. Okay, I think this is a good place to pause the video before entering the bigger lair. I think it will be the whole mission in here. So I hope you enjoyed watching my video. This part we were talking with our crewmates and parents and upgraded our ship even more. So not much action, but I think we'll get more action in the next part. So I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next part. Bye.